Let's start our first news. Ian Gary is full of confidence as he prepares for the biggest fight of his career against Islam Makhachev at UFC 330. Speaking in a recent interview, Gary made it clear that he believes this is the moment he will prove himself as the best fighter on the planet. While showing respect for everything Islam has accomplished inside the UFC, Gary insisted that admiration will not stop him from chasing history. According to Gary, Islam has built an incredible legacy, but on August 15th, he believes that legacy will be challenged by someone ready to take over the sport. Gary confidently stated that once he defeats Islam, he will become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world and a two-weight champion. He promised to completely dismantle the reigning champion and leave no doubt about who deserves to sit at the top of the UFC rankings. In Gary's eyes, beating a fighter of Islam's caliber would instantly elevate him above every other competitor in mixed martial arts. Perhaps the boldest part of Gary's prediction came when he explained how he plans to win. Rather than avoiding Islam's strongest weapons, Gary actually welcomes them. He believes his movement, footwork, and constant angles will eventually force Islam to shoot for a takedown. Instead of fearing that moment, Gary says he is eagerly waiting for it. He claimed there is no doubt Islam will grab his leg during the fight, and when that happens, he intends to beat the champion in the area where he is considered the most dangerous. That statement alone has already sparked major discussion among MMA fans. Islam has earned a reputation as one of the greatest grapplers in the sport, yet Gary appears completely convinced that he can outclass him on the ground. Whether that confidence turns into reality or not, one thing is certain. Gary is entering UFC 330 believing he has everything needed to shock the world and begin a new era in the UFC. Move on to another news. Max Holloway had nothing but respect for Conor as the two continue preparing for their highly anticipated clash at UFC 329. Even though Conor took several verbal shots at Holloway during the build-up to the fight, Holloway refused to respond with negativity. Instead, he chose to acknowledge something much bigger than trash talk. Speaking during a recent interview, Holloway praised Conor for openly discussing his personal struggles with addiction and recovery, saying that level of honesty deserves recognition. According to Holloway, it takes a real man to publicly admit when life has become difficult. He explained that in today's world, many people still believe men should hide their emotions, stay silent, and simply push through every challenge without asking for help. Holloway believes that mindset prevents many people from getting the support they truly need. That is why he respects Conor for stepping forward and speaking honestly about what he has experienced. Holloway pointed out that Conor is one of the most recognizable athletes in combat sports, and because of his influence, his words carry enormous weight. By admitting his struggles, instead of pretending everything was perfect, Conor may inspire thousands of people dealing with similar issues to finally speak up. Holloway believes many fans look up to Conor, and hearing someone with that level of fame discuss addiction and recovery could encourage others to seek help or simply have an honest conversation with someone they trust. Rather than focusing on their rivalry, Holloway emphasized the positive impact Conor's openness could have on people around the world. He said there are countless individuals battling personal struggles behind closed doors, and many of them never feel comfortable talking about what they are going through. Seeing someone as successful as Conor admit his own difficulties could help remove that fear. Holloway finished by applauding Conor for having the courage to share such personal experiences. He believes that opening up about mental health and addiction is never a sign of weakness. Instead, it shows true strength, and he hopes more people will feel empowered to seek help, support one another, and begin their own journey toward recovery. Move on to another news. Justin Gaethje is reportedly enjoying the rewards of one of the biggest victories of his career, and the success is continuing long after the final bell. Following his memorable performance at UFC Freedom 250, Gaethje's popularity has reached another level, opening the door to major opportunities outside the octagon. His recent appearance has generated enormous attention, and it now appears that the momentum from that event is paying off in a big way. Just days after his impressive victory, Gaethje and his family were invited to the White House by President Donald Trump. The visit attracted significant media coverage and placed Gaethje in the national spotlight. After leaving the White House, Gaethje returned to doing what he does best by competing inside the octagon. But the exposure from the event continued to create new opportunities behind the scenes. According to Gaethje's longtime manager, Ali Abdelaziz, the lightweight star has now signed a massive sponsorship agreement worth an incredible $3.6 million. The announcement was made publicly by Ali, who celebrated the achievement and credited the historic White House event for helping elevate Gaethje's profile even further. Ali described the agreement as another major milestone in Gaethje's career and suggested that even more exciting news is still on the way. In his statement, Ali revealed that the sponsorship deal came together following Gaethje's historic victory at UFC Freedom 250. He also claimed that the White House effect is real, implying that the unique event and the attention surrounding it significantly increased Gaethje's market value. The combination of athletic success, media exposure, and national recognition appears to have made Gaethje an even more attractive figure for major sponsors. For fighters, victories inside the cage often lead to much more than rankings and title opportunities. High-profile wins can dramatically increase commercial value, bringing endorsement deals, sponsorships, and business partnerships that continue generating income long after fight night has ended. Gaethje now seems to be experiencing exactly that, with his latest agreement becoming one of the biggest sponsorship announcements of his career. With a reported value of $3.6 million, this deal represents another huge achievement for Gaethje and highlights how successful performances can transform a fighter's career both inside and outside the sport. If Ali's comments are any indication, this may only be the beginning, as he hinted that additional announcements are expected in the near future. For Gaethje, the momentum keeps building, and his success inside the octagon is now translating into major financial rewards beyond competition. Move on to another news. Islam Makhachev has added another incredible achievement to his already legendary career. Just as he continues preparing for the first defense of his UFC welterweight title, the reigning double champion has now received one of the greatest honors any athlete can earn in his home country. His dominance inside the octagon is now being recognized far beyond mixed martial arts, cementing his place among Russia's most celebrated sporting icons. It has now been officially confirmed that Islam has been awarded the prestigious title of Honored Master of Sport of Russia, the highest sporting distinction presented to athletes who achieve extraordinary success while representing the country at the highest level of international competition. The award is reserved for competitors who have demonstrated exceptional accomplishments and have brought significant recognition to Russian sports through their performances on the world stage. The announcement was welcomed across the combat sports community, with officials praising Islam for everything he has achieved throughout his remarkable career. The president of the Russian MMA Union, Vasily Shestakov, highlighted Islam's outstanding contributions to the sport and applauded him for representing Russian combat sports with excellence. He also pointed to Islam's continued dominance at the top of the pound-for-pound rankings as proof of his remarkable consistency and elite skill. At just 34 years old, Islam has already built a legacy that places him alongside some of the greatest names in MMA history. By receiving this distinguished honor, he now joins fellow UFC legend Khabib and Russian MMA pioneer Fedor Emelianenko, who were also previously recognized with the same prestigious title. Sharing this achievement with two of the sport's most influential figures further emphasizes the extraordinary impact Islam has had on mixed martial arts. The Honored Master of Sport distinction is not limited to combat athletes. Throughout history, it has also been awarded to Olympic gold medalists, Paralympic champions, and other elite competitors who have achieved exceptional success while representing Russia in international competition. Receiving this recognition places Islam among an exclusive group of athletes whose accomplishments have transcended their individual sports. From becoming a UFC champion in 2 weight classes to standing at the very top of the pound-for-pound rankings, Islam continues to strengthen his reputation as one of the best fighters of his generation. Now, With Russia's highest sporting honor added to his collection of achievements, his legacy continues to grow both inside and outside the octagon. As he prepares for the next chapter of his championship reign, this latest recognition serves as another powerful reminder of the historic career he continues to build. Move on to another news. Arman has made another bold statement about the future of the UFC, and this time, his comments are focused on Islam Makhachev's career. While appearing on the Full Send podcast, Arman shared his belief that the reigning UFC welterweight champion does not have much time left in the sport. According to Arman, Islam will retire after just 1 or 2 more fights, creating an opportunity for a new star to take over the promotion. When asked whether he is still chasing a fight with Islam, Arman admitted that his focus has shifted. He explained that he no longer sees Islam as a long-term target because he believes the champion is approaching the end of his fighting career. Arman confidently predicted that within the next year, he will become the face of the UFC and the fighter everyone associates with the organization. Arman made it clear that he believes all he needs is a championship belt to complete that transformation. He said once he captures UFC gold, fans around the world will immediately recognize him as the promotion's biggest superstar. His confidence has never been in doubt, and once again, he showed that he believes his time at the top is coming very soon. Despite currently being regarded as one of the top lightweight contenders, Arman's path back to a title opportunity has not been smooth. His scheduled championship fight against Islam at UFC 311 collapsed after he was forced to withdraw because of a hernia. That setback delayed his title ambitions and left many fans wondering when he would finally receive another opportunity to fight for UFC gold. Since then, Arman has remained active. He returned to the octagon and earned an impressive victory over Dan Hooker at UFC Qatar, reminding everyone why he is still considered one of the division's elite competitors. Outside the UFC, he also stayed busy by competing in wrestling and grappling events, continuing to sharpen his skills while waiting for another chance to climb back into title contention. However, Arman's journey has also included several controversial moments outside the cage. Incidents such as punching a fan at UFC 300, headbutting Hooker during a fight, and withdrawing from the UFC 311 title bout have all reportedly affected his standing with UFC officials. Even so, Arman remains convinced that none of those setbacks will stop his rise. With Islam now holding the welterweight championship and beginning a new chapter of his career, Arman believes the future belongs to him. Whether his prediction about Islam's retirement proves accurate or not, Arman has made one thing perfectly clear. He expects to become the next biggest star in the UFC and eventually sit at the very top of the sport. Move on to another news. Sean O'Malley and Josh Hokit have joined the growing list of personalities having fun with Conor's latest promotional video. The original clip quickly spread across social media after Conor looked directly into the camera and delivered an emotional message in his signature style. While the video attracted plenty of attention from fans, it also inspired a wave of parodies, with many creators putting their own comedic spin on the now viral moment. Sean O'Malley was among the first to recreate the clip, exaggerating Conor's delivery, facial expressions, and dramatic tone. Instead of copying the message word for word, Sean added his own humorous twists, making the parody even more entertaining for fans. His version quickly gained traction online, with many viewers praising the lighthearted imitation and sharing it across multiple social media platforms. Josh Hokit also decided to join the fun by creating his own version of the viral video. His parody leaned even further into comedy, using exaggerated pauses, dramatic sighs, funny facial expressions, and over-the-top reactions to mimic the original performance. Throughout the video, Josh jokingly questioned why people refused to believe in him, repeatedly asking, "Why me?" while poking fun at the emotional style of Conor's message. Josh continued the skit by sarcastically bringing up different criticisms people have made about him over the years. He joked about his appearance, his hairstyle, and even referenced past comments about his chances of becoming a heavyweight title challenger. Every line was delivered in an intentionally dramatic fashion, making it obvious that the entire performance was meant as comedy rather than a serious attack. The parody also included exaggerated emotional moments, fake frustration, and humorous reactions that closely mirrored the rhythm of Conor's original promotional clip. Fans immediately recognized the references, and many praised Josh for perfectly capturing the overall style while adding his own creative personality to the performance. As more people continue recreating the video, the original advertisement has taken on a life of its own online. What started as a promotional message has now evolved into one of the latest viral trends in the MMA community, with fighters, content creators, and fans all participating in the joke. Social media has been filled with different versions, each adding new jokes and creative ideas inspired by the original clip. Although the parodies clearly make fun of Conor's delivery, they have also generated enormous engagement across the MMA world. Whether fans are laughing at the impressions or simply enjoying the creativity behind them, the viral trend has once again shown just how much attention Conor continues to attract whenever he posts new content online. Move on to another news. Jon Jones has shared his thoughts on what went wrong during Khamzat's first professional defeat, and he believes the biggest lesson has nothing to do with talent. Speaking after Khamzat's loss to Sean Strickland at UFC 328, Jones admitted he was genuinely surprised by the outcome and said it was difficult to watch one of the sport's most dominant fighters come up short. Jones made it clear that he remains a big fan of Khamzat and believes the setback will not define his career. He pointed out that Khamzat has a strong team, supportive people around him, and the kind of environment that allows great fighters to recover from disappointing performances. According to Jones, having that support system will make it much easier for Khamzat to bounce back stronger than ever. Looking at the fight itself, Jones believes the turning point came when Khamzat was taken down and forced to fight off his back. He explained that fans rarely see Khamzat in that position because he is usually the one controlling every exchange. Once the momentum shifted, Jones felt that the unfamiliar situation affected Khamzat both physically and mentally, changing the entire flow of the contest. Jones also offered advice on how Khamzat can improve moving forward. He said every fighter should honestly evaluate their weaknesses before each fight, instead of focusing only on their strengths. In his own preparation, Jones always studies how an opponent could beat him and then spends his training camp improving those vulnerable areas. He suggested that Khamzat should spend much more time training from his back, developing a stronger jiu-jitsu game, and becoming completely comfortable in defensive positions. Jones also recommended changing parts of his endurance routine to ensure his cardio remains effective deep into championship fights. While praising Khamzat's wrestling, striking, and powerful body lock game, Jones believes becoming dangerous from every position would make him even more complete. Finally, Jones emphasized the importance of mindset. He said every great fighter experiences setbacks at some point, but true champions learn from defeat instead of allowing it to destroy their confidence. In Jones' opinion, this loss could become the moment that transforms Khamzat into an even better and more dangerous fighter in the future.